Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity for you coming here and listening to me Sunday night. Come on, we can also other things to do. Thank you for introducing the topic to me. Starting with who I am a person probably having a dream, or I can describe myself, or others describe me as ambitious. Others say that I'm curious. What I would say is that I feel in need. So when you're in need and you feel the emergency coming and you know the heat behind you, you really feel desperate. And how desperate I am, you could hear me coughing just probably 3 minutes ago. Why? Because I was having 56 hours during the last 7 days of speaking. So imagine a teacher, a professor at Sofia University, Faculty of Economics and Business Administration, speaking 8 hours per day in front of 150, 10 to 150 students about sustainability. So speaking about this, you may feel that because we are in the university and everything is so really educated, sophisticated, so what we can say is that everything is organized, and you could see these very nice small boxes, very nicely colored with many colors, having 3 main objectives: sustainability in social domain, which goes with the red and purple, with the economic domain, which goes with the yellow and orange, and with the environmental domain, which goes in blue and green. So if you look at this in this picture published by United Nations, you would say, come on, it's easy to speak about that. They are so colorful that they are even inspiring. But looking at the theory, what you can see is like this. So going to show the complexity between no hunger, no poverty, quality education, decent job, diminish these inequalities, or climate change, sometimes really goes complicated. My students come with background from legal, finance, artistic, humanitarian, sociologist, accounting, engineering. I mean, everybody should know about sustainability, and I really urge you later on, I will urge you about how to do it. But what I really found very hard is to start where all the people know, because we know what sustainability is. It is our natural state, like society. Otherwise, we couldn't survive so many thousands of years, and described it in a way that people would believe that it's important and we are in an emergency. How you do it with the emergency? First, what I needed really to know is to stop talking. You know how hard for a teacher is to stop talking? Absolutely mission impossible. But speaking about talking, what you need to do is to believe that people need to have the knowledge and the data, and they would build through their common sense a common understanding and feel sustainability closer to them. Then academia is not good at this. You know that it's absolutely not good at this. Why? Because we think that everybody who is looking for knowledge should come to us, to the university. And the second thing is, when you see spreading knowledge all around, what you never thought, or you thought very rarely, is that somebody is selling you something. Academia is selling nothing. So being within the marketing, but being able to produce the data, which is sometimes quite controversial, was very hard for me. And I thought, what could be this strategy that we are going to put, and who will be the stakeholders to engage in order to make a project that will act as a microphone. Nevertheless, there is a person inside or behind the microphone or not. And what we thought is about making an immersive experience, which goes very strictly into everybody's understanding, everybody feeling, and being able to provoke the emotions of any human being to learn more by himself, because we have all the tools except some kind of interest, some kind of spark, and of course, the very important message, it relates personally to me. So speaking about that, what we found, and I really would like to provoke you here, is thinking of how sustainability and responsibility goes personally to you. Because it goes personally to everybody. When we work, we make a shadow. When we stand, we make a shadow. And this shadow forms all our responsibility to the world that we are impacting on, which means that positive or negative, we are there to be able to continue with this sustainability. So I already told about the 3 pillars, so economic, environmental, social, perfectly theoretical. But what in practice does it mean? It means that okay at your home style and your daily life and your daily routine. You can have sports, donation, volunteer work, cleaning, recycling. But if you are at work and you are not doing anything in this kind of a responsible way, it would really not make a difference. Because through your work and your usefulness, you are really making the biggest impact and the biggest change through whether you are acting in a responsible way. And speaking about sustainability, there is only one thing I wanted to challenge you to think about. Think about time. There were times where people were standing and thinking of what the 7th generation in front of us would be impacted. So this is something we never put while we are taking the decisions. Please go and think about this the next time you are speaking about, thinking about what your responsibility should be. So here is what we have created. Should we let it? Thank you.
Проектът Телескоп най-накрая стана реалност. След 22 месеца работа на повече от 15 компании и подкрепено от повече от 15 медии с над 50 доброволци.
Трябва да имаме лично отношение към всичко, което ние заобикаля.
На всяка една технология е човешка ръка.
Едно министерство, което много иска да развива все повече и повече научно базирана политика.
За мен е много голямо удоволствие да присъствам тук на тази прожекция.
Трябва хората да бъдат информирани и да знаят какво се случва около тях, за да може да се развият останалите хора и да бъдат достигнати.
Смятам, че планетата, обществото ни има шанс.
Не съм виждал подобен аналог.
Даже по едно време се насълзих.
Този филм е безкрайно докосващ. Промяната зависи от всеки един.
So just to clarify,
It was presented in Dubai, right?
yes, it absolutely true.
Helped you?
Yes, no, it didn't help me. They created this because we are students and professors in economics and sustainability. So immersive experience was something quite far away from us. We started thinking about how to see and to feel the knowledge, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm really happy to tell you that this is only the first step. So what is the next step? Because we need to have this scientific approach. Is it moving?
Benjamin.
The next one, please. So first you have to inspire people. You have to touch their hearts, and then you really need to speak to their brains, because we don't want any ships to go to the sustainable development like the next mantra. What we need are people who are thinking. And that's why we built together with our students from the Faculty of Economics, we built a library. This digital library creates for each of the domains more than 300, only for the first two movies, we created 300 facts, which were the most relevant facts for every person if he wants to know a little bit more, because you want to know more. Now, when you're convinced, what's happening is that we go to this platform that we developed with secondary school students from the National High School for Natural Sciences, which is called EtiCitizens, because once you know there is a problem, the first thing the new modern person says, how much? No, we don't need the money. What we need is the change. So what we made was really a platform that helps everybody change on a daily basis, working through various challenges in 7 domains for at least 30 days in order to know how a sustainable and ethical person behaves. And last but not least, if you really want to work with us, it's a team starting from bachelor students, as you heard, students from the secondary schools, and we go after the PhD. So here we have the scientific and research team, We have also the outreach team, which you can invite if you would like to have kaleidoscope at your town, or you have another idea that we can communicate through all this process. I believe it's worth it, and you're all welcome. Thank you so much.